So real quick, I want to show everybody, especially when you're fishing in these lakes, something that's very important taking care of these fish is what we call burping them. When you're pulling a fish up from, really it doesn't have to be much over 20 feet deep. A lot of times they get an air pocket in them that expands, and these fish, when you put them in your live well, if you guys that's had them, this fish is always fighting. Everybody says, oh, this fish is wanting to roll up. He's trying to roll up on me. A lot of times if you can burp that fish and get that air out, really a lot less stress on the fish, makes a huge difference. But I'm gonna show you real quick. What we use is a piece of 1/2-inch CPVC. Here's a little bit closer look at the actual tube that we've got. Like I said earlier, it's a 1/2-inch piece of CPVC. You can use about any type of tube. We've sanded the end off, kind of rounded it, make it smooth, and also drilling holes in through the side. What we learned is when we just had the pipe itself, it would many times go up against the side of the fish's stomach and not let the air out. So working in healthcare, this is something that we commonly see on NG tubes and things that are used for patients, and this lets that air escape through the side, so it makes it much more efficient. You can go in, burp that fish, get the tube out, and not do any damage. But when you go to burp a fish, be very gentle. Make sure that your tube that you use, it's wet. A pair of grippers, and you're gonna very, very gently go to the back of the fish's throat, and you'll see their esophagus. And then when you go, instead of just cramming it in, push real gently. If you'll kind of just wiggle it, and you'll see it go in there. And you barely meet resistance and come back out nice and slow. That right there lets that air out of that fish. And when you go to release him or put him in your live well, he won't want to roll upside down and fight and stress himself out and die, especially those big fish. They really have a hard time with that. So real quick tip, save you a lot of fish. Not only will it save you fish, help you win a tournament, but it also helps take care of these fish to be released so they can fight, live to be caught another day. That's your pro tip of the week.